So today we preview the opening game, Chicago Sky at Indiana Fever. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our channel. I'm Mark.
And I'm Rob.
So, hey, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so. Hit the notification bell when you do so you get notified of our next video. Join us live. It's tomorrow, Saturday, May 17th at 3 o'clock. I'll go live actually at 2:45. But the game's at 3. It's against Chicago Sky, obviously. And it's the opening game. So join us for that. And join us for Caitlin Clark's crossover on Monday night. We'll talk about the game at 6 to 7. And Thursday from 5:30 to 6:30. And we're going live on Thursday and Tuesday's game also. So join us for all those events. So right now we just want to talk about the opening game. Injury report, we'll start with that. There's 3 players that are game time decisions. That is Vandersloot, Cunningham, and Dantas. So we don't know if they're playing. I'm going to assume they're all going to be playing, but I have no idea myself. All I can do is go by the fact that's just my feeling, game time decision. So we'll find out.
Vandersloot's for the Sky, and the other 2 are for the Fever.
Right. So let's talk about the matchups, Rob. The Sky have been starting 3 guards in preseason, and Vandersloot didn't play the last game, so they started Rachel Banham instead. But they start Kia Nurse, Ariel Atkins, and Courtney Vandersloot. Vandersloot and Atkins are new to their team, and Atkins is 3 times have been all defense. So the question is who do they put on Caitlin Clark, and who do they put on Kelsey Mitchell, and who's going to match up? Depends on who they start for the Fever. I'm assuming that because she has that sore ankle, Sophie Cunningham's not going to start, even though they're playing against a team with 3 guards. So this is going to be a weird matchup, Rob. At the small,
I think it's going to be hard for Chicago. I think any kind of matchup with the Fever, I think they can interchange, and it's going to be a nightmare for a lot of teams now. It's not going to be that easy now as far as to match up with the starting lineup, especially with the guard play. So. The Sky. They're also a new team, so they're trying to gel too. They have new players, so they're trying to gel too. Atkins from Washington.
Well, Vandersloot's 36, so she's not a good defender at this point in her career. She's a very good passer. So if she covers somebody, that person, either Clark or Mitchell, is going to have a good game, I think. Now, Ariel Atkins is going to slow someone else down. Kia Nurse, I don't know who that the matchup's going to be because they're starting 3 guards. So we're going to see what the Fever does. The Fever would like to have Sophie Cunningham healthy so they could start her instead of Bonner to have a better matchup. But I don't know if that's going to happen. So it's kind of weird. So obviously Cardoza and Boston are going to match up. And so Angel Reese is going to go against Natasha Howard probably. So that'll be an interesting matchup.
This will be good. But like I said, with the Fever, with their mindset of pushing the ball up the court, I think it's going to be put a lot of pressure on a lot of teams now to try to get back on defense and try to stop. And we have some players that actually can make layups. So that helps a lot.
Can they catch the passes too?
Catch the pass, and catch the pass.
We know Bonner can. We saw that in the preseason.
Yeah.
She was her favorite receiver.
Oh, yeah.
That was the post pattern twice in one game.
I know, it's nice. Yeah, it was. It was nice. Down and out, down and in, yeah.
Yeah, Natasha Howard can catch too, and Kelsey Mitchell's got it down now. I think they're going to run a lot. And I think, I don't know what the starting lineup of the rotation is going to be because I don't know anything about Sophie Cunningham's ankle until, tomorrow when they
the bench player of the Fever, they can go 9 deep easy. So that helps them a lot. A lot of teams can't go that deep.
They can go 11 deep, Rob, because Simpson and Turner are both good backups. So I think they don't have a weak player on their roster, Rob. They can go 11 deep if they need to. But Dantas is going to come in for Boston if she's healthy.
Yeah, Dantas is not going to play. So you're right. They could go 10 or 11.
I don't think Cindy Colston's going to play a lot, but maybe she will against Vandersloot because that's an age matchup there, 35 and a 36-year-old. She's a good defender. So maybe she will get played.
Is Caitlin Clark still, I know they're kind of watching her and maybe holding her back from that tightness in her leg. She's not, but it's not like us or me. Like if it's tightness in my leg, that's it. I'm going to be out for a while. But she's young and healthy. I think they're just kind of being very cautious with her.
So, Rob, as a coach, who would you put your best? Forget about just the particular person. If you were a coach and you had your best defender, would you put her on Caitlin Clark or would you put her on Kelsey Mitchell in general? Forget the height thing. Just
definitely.
Talks about who would you do?
Oh, definitely on Clark. I mean,
okay,
yeah,
all right,
definitely on Clark. Oh yeah, I mean, because she's the key player. I mean, Mitchell is definitely the other dynamic of the dynamic duo, but I need to cut down on Clark. I need to put some pressure on. I mean, I need to pressure her, keep pressure on her, make her give up the ball, and then once she passes it, don't slack off on her because she's going to hit that three in your face.
I agree. I think they're going to put Ariel Atkins on her. So that's what I think. She's always going to get the best defender, which is why Kelsey Mitchell is always going to have a good career with Caitlin Clark. Number one, she gets the second best defender instead of the best defender like she did before Caitlin Clark arrived. And number two, she gets more wide open shots, which is why I think she came back to the Fever, besides that they have a chance for a championship.
Right. I mean, on the other team, I mean, yeah, she'd be the primary person taking most of the shots, but she wouldn't, I mean, she'd have to work for those shots. Unlike here, she can find a shot. She has someone who's going to pass her the ball who can give her that open shot.
Plus, who doesn't want the second best defender instead of the best defender, or at least the second best guard defender? So We'll find out. Cardozo's a tough matchup because Boston has trouble with any of the centers who are taller than her or just better than her, better defenders. If she plays against weaker centers, she has big games. When she doesn't play against weaker centers, she doesn't have big games. So she has trouble. That's because, go ahead, Rob.
I'm sorry. And with Cardozo, they have a better coach, and then the coach is going to realize, he realizes that, hey, she's a center, and she can get the rebounds, and her percentage of shooting is around that area is higher than Angel-Reese's. So I'm going to play her. I'm not just going to spot play her like last year. He's going to play her a lot longer.
Yeah, and as most people know that follow the WNBA, unless you disappeared for 6 months, just coming back today, Angel-Reese played out in the post to do some passing and stuff like that. Whether that was just an experiment and whether they thought it worked or not, it opened up for Cardozo, who's better at making layups than Angel-Reese. But Angel-Reese doesn't get as many layups that way, and she's a better rebounder at this point, still a better rebounder than Cardozo. She's got a better motor. She positions herself better than Cardozo. She's quicker than Cardozo. So I don't know what they're going to do in this game. How much of that is Angel-Reese not going to be underneath the basket or not? She's not going to have an easy time with Natasha Howard. Natasha Howard's a good defender.
It was Boston. She's got to work on getting the ball on the post. Even though Cardozo is taller than her, she still has the bigger body, which can use that to her advantage. And she's got to catch the ball, but she's got to work on her footwork. She can get her in foul trouble, or she can make some easy shots. Plus, since she's in better shape than last year, she can beat her down the court and maybe get some easier shots.
That's true. Cardozo's not fast. She's not fast. She's got a big body. She's not fat by any means, but she's got wide hips. She's 6'7". That's a big body. She's not fast down the court. Yeah. So she can beat her down the court. I think Boston's faster than Cardozo.
Yeah.
And Fever are going to be running, and Sky's going to be ready for it. But it's one thing. It's like that Mike Tyson line. Everybody has a plan to get hit. Everybody has a plan until the Fever start running on you. And speeds is Sue Bird said the reason they won the championship that one year. She said people couldn't deal with their speed. Well, the Fever are even faster, and Caitlin Clark's even better than Sue Bird at passing.
Well, I like the motion. I like the motion offense too, Mark. That's what I've noticed in the preseason, especially against Brazil. The ball movement is a lot better, which helps a whole lot. So it's going to be harder to defend.
You think it had anything to do with the fact that they changed coaches, Rob?
I think it's a lot to do with that. And then with that coaching, just because changing coaches, you still have to put that mindset and the way, like I said, usually the players follow the coach, and the way that Stephanie played and basketball and her knowledge of it, you kind of reflects on how the players are. They reflect how the coach is.
It will be interesting to see who Bonner ends up covering and whether she starts or not, because she's tall for a small forward, and I don't know. She can also guard any position almost. That's what's good about her. So she can help out with Cardozo. She could help out with Angel-Reese. I think a short guard might be a little too quick for her, but I don't know. I've seen her cover Caitlin Clark in games before.
So Mark, you think they're going to double team Caitlin Clark this year? Triple team her this year?
That's a good question, Rob. I have no idea. I do know they're going to probably. If I was the coach, I would try it, and if it doesn't work, I would abandon it. Simple as that. It doesn't hurt in trying to do that, Rob. Obviously, the Fever is ready for it, and I'm sure they've been in practice working on double teams and everything like that. And the coach is better. The players are better. The players are more experienced. They've been playing with Clark. Some of the other players have been playing with Clark now for a second year. I think the double team will not be as effective as it was last year, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't try it. What would you do as a coach, Rob?
Well, I'd be like you. I would try, but I probably would just play her straight up because of the way they have a much better team than last year. And if I do double her, she's much stronger this year. She's more aware of it. Near the end of the year, she got used to being double teamed, and she knew how to pass out of it. And the players finally started coming to the ball, realizing that, I have to help her out. So yeah, I think they're more prepared for it than last year, and she is too. So if you double team her, you got to watch out because you got some scores. If you hitting the 3-pointers or easy.
Everyone in the team can score. Even Lexi Hall can score now. It looks like
right.
She got that 2-point game down at least in the fourth quarter of the last game. And Dantas can stretch out the offense. She can hit. Yeah, the top 8 players that are going to play, I think, can score, and Timpson can score too, even though she's still getting used to the WNBA. So they have scorers. That's not a problem. They're going to score a lot of points. I think they're going to average over 90 points a game, Rob.
Right.
So,
the ball movement is they do a really nice, a lot better with the ball movement than last year.
Right. And they're playing better defense too. So
right.
that's obvious. I'm going to be looking to see Caitlin Clark. I'm going to be watching her stance, Rob, see if she's bending her knees and sliding her feet and playing better on ball defense and not slacking off on her person when the person's wide open on the 3-point line on the off the ball defense. Because those are the two things that annoyed me last year.
That's what I'll be watching, Mark.
Right. It's usually on the weak side or sometimes she's in no man's land and her person's open. I don't think Stephanie White is going to allow that.
Right.
So we'll see what happens. I think this is a good test to see, how they've changed since Stephanie White took over. And I think the Fever is going to win. But like I said, I don't know the health of the 3 players, so we don't even know. We'll have to find out. But the Sky looked like they're an average team to me for the year. Some people are picking them as high as 6. Some are picking them as low as 9th or 10th. So we'll find out. They picked up some good players, and they've got a big front court. It's going to be difficult for people to deal with.
Right.
So let's see if Angel Reese makes her layups. It could be a tight game.
Right.
So we'll find out. Let us know what you think down below. What do you think is the matchup's going to be? I think it's hard to tell not knowing whether or not Sophie Cunningham's going to play, whether Vandersloot's going to play. But I think the Fever has the advantages in the guards for sure. And I think Caitlin Clark's going to have a huge year. And she's put a lot of work in the offseason on her game, and I think it's going to show. Whether she shoots great the first game, who knows? You can't shoot great every game. But she's ready to explode, I think, Rob. Even though I don't think her numbers are going to be huge because she's got more talent around her. I think she's going to be more efficient. And I'm looking forward to her, Rob. I can't wait.
She just looks so effortless out there. I mean, the last game I'm going, wow, this shooting the 3, just her movement, even though she's put on more muscle. I just think she's going to, yeah, you're right. I agree with you. She's going to have a fantastic year. I'm
going to watch her speed because she wasn't at full speed in the preseason, but she probably was holding back because of her quad. So we'll see what happens. But she's not on any injury list right now. So the leg must be better. So anyways. All right. So, hey, let us know what you think down below. If you like this video, hit the like button and share with your family, friends, and acquaintances. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, what are you waiting for? We do a preview and a recap of every one of the Fever's games. So join us for that in our videos. And join us for Caitlin Clark's crossover. It's like a live show with guest podcasters. And it's Mondays from 6 to 7 and Thursdays 5:30 to 6:30, respectively, Eastern time, except for major holidays like Memorial Day and Labor Day. All right. So, hey, anyways, you want to donate to this channel, you can with super chats and super thanks down below and a link to PayPal. And we'll see you in the next video.
Peace out.